Hey guys, Jay here from NVE Gaming, and today I'm happy to be starting a new series on the channel, doing some Pokemon VGC 17 Battlespot to practice up for VGC. Figured I'd go ahead and record some matches. I've been getting into VGC a lot more recently. I went to Dallas Regionals this year, as well as Athens Regionals, and then this last weekend a mid-season showdown in Houston. And we're going to be using the team that I brought to that, because I've been using it quite a bit recently, and I like it quite a lot. So just a quick rundown of the team. It's a Specs Tapu Koko, Assault Vest Kartana, a especially defensive bulky support Arcanine, regular P2 with Trick Room, a Fighting Z move Mudsdale, which has come in clutch quite a few times for dealing with things like Porygon and Celesteela, which would otherwise kind of get walled by, and then a somewhat offensive Tapu Fini, but also with some support utility with Swagger. So let's go ahead and jump on the ladder here. I went ahead and played a couple battles before I started with the team to get up the ladder a little bit. I think we're, high 1500s. 7-2 so far with this team, so it's going relatively well. Let's put on some Elite Four music. And we're going to find Kylie with the rating of 1563. And they are using Arcanine, Bulu, Lele, Chomp, Magnezone, and Gigalith. So that's an interesting team for sure. They've kind of got the sand mode with the Gigalith, Chomp, and Magnezone. So Mudsdale's looking pretty good here, because it can beat 4 of the 6 Pokemon that he has. Although in Trick Room, Gigalith is slower, faster in Trick Room, but slower in general, something to watch out for. Porygon2 is looking pretty decent here as well, just being able to Ice Beam, Chomp, and Bulu. Tapu Fini has an okay matchup, but really has to watch out for the Magnezone and Bulu. Arcanine's pretty decent here, as is Kartana. Kartana's good against pretty much everything but the Arcanine, and then Koko is not great here. So I think I'm going to bring Kartana and Arcanine. And the only thing that doesn't cover lead-wise is really his Arcanine. So I'm going to bring Fini in the back as well as my own Mudsdale. I think I'm going to lock in with those 4. I may regret not bringing P2 because that basically means I don't have the option to set up Trick Room. But he has quite a few slow Pokemon as well, so it may not be useful for me to do so that's why I didn't feel the need to bring it. I do need to kind of conserve the Fini to deal with his Garchomp, as it's the only Pokemon I brought that can really do that effectively. So let's see what the leads are. Arcanine, Gigalith, okay. So that's not a great lead matchup for me, because the Kartana is kind of scared out by the Arcanine. So I think I'm going to immediately go ahead and switch that out into Fini. And we see his Arcanine is faster than mine, which isn't a surprise because mine's pretty slow. It's mostly bulk. I think it only has like 20 EVs in speed or something like that. It's not very much, so almost all other Arcanines are going to be faster. So both Fini and Mudsdale are potentially fairly safe switches. I think I want Fini here though. And then with Arcanine, I mean, I could Snarl, but that doesn't really help that much. I think I'm actually going to pull a double switch here, give myself some better positioning, and then next turn I'll be able to exert quite a bit of offensive pressure, and he shouldn't be able to hurt me too much on this switch. I don't think he can punish it very well. Although Z move from Gigalith, if that's what he goes for, is still going to hurt. But we'll see. So I get Fini in, as well as Mudsdale. Arcanine Will-O-Wisp, that's why I wanted Fini. And he does go for the Z move, so let's see, this looks like the Rock Z move, Continental Crush. And I'm hoping to see that go into Mudsdale, which is why I switched it into the Arcanine slot, because that's the one he would potentially target with that. Because Mudsdale should take this relatively well, especially since Gigalith was intimidated from my Arcanine. So, I don't know how much this is going to do, but I'm hoping like a third maybe. Oh yeah, we take that really well. And we get the stamina boost, and Arcanine can't burn us. So I think that was a good turn 1 switch to get some good positioning. Because now I threaten a lot of damage with both of my 2 Pokemon. So let's see, what does he want to switch into a high horsepower and a Scald? Not the Magnezone. Probably the Bulu is his switch in if he has it. And he doesn't really want to switch a Garchomp into a Feeny, so I'd expect to see the Bulu switch in maybe, and then also possibly a Protect. So I think I'm going to try and capitalize on that by swaggering my own Mudsdale. Hopefully that doesn't bite me for getting too greedy. And then I'm more worried about the Arcanine than the Gigalith, so I'm going to high horsepower that slot. Okay, Gigalith switches. Let's see, is it Bulu? Yep. That means he could actually go for the burn on me. I didn't think about that. I possibly should have doubled the Arcanine. Okay, no, he just snarls. That's fine. Oh, this does actually mean I confused myself, though. Whoops. Hopefully I missed this swagger. I totally did not think about that aspect of it. That was really dumb. Okay, I land it, which means I do get the +2. But I could hit myself with confusion, which is not great. It's only a 33% chance. Okay, I land the high horsepower, which means this Arcanine is definitely going down to +2. So that was a risky play that I should have thought about more, but it works out in this particular case. I even predicted the Bulu to come in too. I forgot that the terrain change meant that I couldn't swagger freely. Okay, so I'm probably going to switch my Arcanine in here, but let's see what the Pokemon he brings in is. And we see that my Feeny is faster than his Bulu, which I guess isn't a surprise. My Feeny doesn't have any speed investment, but Bulu normally don't have much either, so. And Feeny has a higher base speed. Okay, so he sends in Garchomp, which is interesting. Because I kind of want to just stay in with Feeny and Moonblast that Garchomp, expecting him to expect me to protect with Tapu Fini. So I think I'm gonna actually do that. Moonblast, nope, not the Mudsdale. That would be bad. Moonblast the Garchomp and then switch Mudsdale out. Does make me sad to lose the +2, but I really don't want to deal with that confusion chance. And Arcanine will get a nice Intimidate against both of these physical attackers. So hopefully he would hammer the Arcanine slot. I think a safer play probably would have been Protect switch to Arcanine. Ooh, he Poison Jet, okay. That implies to me that he did Woodhammer the Arcanine slot. I take that pretty well. I get this Moonblast off. This should do like 80 to 90%. Whoa, that is Assault Vest. That is so Assault Vest. And he Woodhammers the Arcanine. Alright, that's what I was hoping for. Okay, because my Tapu Fini has a good bit of special attack investment and it's modest, so it normally does like 70 to 90% to Garchomp depending on how bulky they are, so that's like Assault Vest with a ton of special defense, which also means I know he can't protect, which is good knowledge. Get some nice leftovers in grassy terrain with Tapu Fini. And I mean, his obvious play is Protect Bulu Earthquake. I don't know that there's a whole lot I can do about it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch into Kartana, because with the grassy terrain boost, Leaf Blade will KO Garchomp. And Kartana can take both an Earthquake and a Woodhammer pretty well. So I'm going to do that. And I would Protect with Arcanine if I have it, or if I had it, but as you can see, I did not have room for Protect on this set. So I think I will just stay in and Flamethrower the Bulu in case he does not protect it. Alright, so he just Rock Slides, alright. I wasn't expecting that. Arcanine will take that okay. And it's probably a Woodhammer. Ah, it does flinch though, that's really unfortunate. That would have been a big Flamethrower to get off. Okay, so against the two that I have out right now, Bulu doesn't really exert that much pressure. But I think next turn I'm going to leave it alone and just focus the Garchomp. And if we take a little bit more damage on Arcanine, it'll actually proc our Aguav berry, which would be nice. So yeah, Bulu is not exerting any pressure really with Woodhammer against the two that I have on the field. So I think I'm going to Leaf Blade the Garchomp, and with the grassy terrain, I think it'll pick up the KO. I could also Helping Hand to make sure it picks up the KO. Let me remind myself what he had. So he still has the Gigalith in the back. So yeah, I don't really need Arcanine anymore. So I'll just go ahead and Flamethrower the Bulu. I think with the terrain boost, the Leaf Blade will pick up the Garchomp. Because it normally does like a bit over 50. Oh, it avoids because of the sand though. That's really unfortunate. Okay, well this will put us in a Aguav berry range at least. And hopefully we don't flinch again. I didn't even think about Sandville Garchomp. That's frustrating. I'm glad I didn't Helping Hand though, because then I would have wasted both attacks. Okay, so we get the Flamethrower off. It does a lot. Ooh, and it has super power. Can we take that? Okay, we survive it. So this puts me in a position where, okay, Sandstorm's gone, so the Sandville is not a problem anymore. So keeping in mind that he has Gigalith in the back, I kind of want to make sure I play safely with the Kartana. Although, actually, Mudsdale and Feeny can handle the Gigalith, so we're fine. So I think I still have the safe play of Leaf Blading Chomp and Flamethrowing the Bulu. The one issue here is if Leaf Blade does not KO Garchomp, we're going to take some more damage than we need to. I think it will, though, with the Grassy Terrain boost. But we'll find out. I'm kind of expecting Bulu to switch into Gigalith. Okay, no, it just protects, so I should have Helping Handed to make sure that Leaf Blade got the KO, but let's see how much it does. It does pick up the KO. Okay, perfect. So now Kartana will get a Beast Boost, and since Bulu is protected, we can definitely threaten that. Well, we can take a KO next turn on that for sure. And then I think with the Beast Boost, Leaf Blade might just straight up one-shot Gigalith. So I think we're in a pretty good position here. Grass goes away, that's fine. I mean, it actually kind of would have been nice if it stayed around for one more turn to boost my Leaf Blade. Yeah, Kartana and Grassy Terrain is actually pretty strong. I tried that at Dallas and it worked okay, but having both Kartana and Bulu on the team was a little sketch against fire types. Did have Pelipper as well though, but that was a fun team. Alright, anyway, I think I have a safe play of just Leaf Blading Gigalith and Flamethrowering Tapu Bulu. And even if this doesn't KO Gigalith, I still have Feeny and Mudsdale in the back. Okay, yeah, but at +1 it just takes it out, no problem. And then Arcanine outspeeds this Bulu and should knock it out with a Flamethrower to close out the game. Very nice. So starting this series out with a win. And I think for now I'm just going to do one episode per video, especially since this was kind of a longer battle. We're like at 15 minutes-ish. If you want to see more than that, let me know, and I'll do 2 or 3 per video instead. But for now, I think I'm just going to call it here. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you liked this VGC content, feel free to leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.